Hello, grade 7 students. This is Miss Rita, and I am checking back in with you with the homework correction in regards of lesson 4.5, page 111, simple present versus present progressive. Today is March 12th, 2020. The first two samples are done for you. However, let's go thoroughly and explain why did they go ahead and make the following changes. In the first blank, we have the verb talk. However, because we have the time clause every day, we immediately identify that this is a present simple time clause, which means we must add an S to the verb since Ahmed is a singular subject. In the second blank, we have also the verb talk. However, it's a present progressive. Why? Because we have the time clause right now. In the third blank, it's also a present progressive, but it's a negative present progressive because we have the word not. I was able to identify that it's a present progressive because we have the time clause right now. Therefore, the correct answer is he isn't talking to his friend Omar right now. Let's move on to sentence number 2. It states that it, and in parentheses, we have the verb rain a lot in the city, which means that it's something repetitively happening. It's always raining. Therefore, it's a present simple. We go ahead and add an S to the verb rain because we have a singular pronoun it. As we read further, we can identify that right now it isn't raining. Therefore, it's a present progressive because we have the time clause right now. Since we have the word not, we can immediately identify that we change the following sentence to a negative sentence because as previously explained in my previous video, every single time we add the word not, it changes an affirmative sentence into a negative sentence. Since it isn't raining right now, we can identify that the sun is shining right now, which is also a present progressive tense. Therefore, shine becomes is shining. In the final blank, we have a question. Every single time you want to ask a question using the present simple, we either ask it using a does or a do. Since we have the pronoun it, we must ask with a does. Therefore, the correct answer is, does it rain a lot in your hometown? Let's move on to sentence number 3. Hans and Anna, and we have the verb sit, next to each other in class every day. Because I have the time clause every day, I can immediately identify that it's a present simple tense. Since Hans and Anna are a plural subject, I do not change the verb. I do not add an S or an ES. Therefore, the verb stays as it is in the first blank and in the second blank, which is the verb help. Another way I was able to identify that the verb help is a present simple because I have the time clause often. Often refers to something that's repetitively happening. Therefore, I keep it as it is because I have a plural subject. Since Anna is helping Hans right now, I can immediately identify that this is a present progressive time clause. Therefore, I add an is and an ing to the verb help, which makes it, right now, Anna is helping Hans with an exercise on verbs. Last but not least, let's move to sentence number 4. Roberto, and we have the verb cook his own dinner every evening. Every evening is a present simple time clause. Therefore, I add an S to the verb since Roberto is a singular subject. Since he is in the kitchen right now, I have to change the verb cook into a present progressive because it's talking about something that's happening at the very moment. I use the helping verb is because I am referring to singular pronoun he, and I add an ing to the verb cook. The correct answer in this case would be, he is cooking rice and beans. Since I have the time clause tonight as well, I can immediately identify that this is a present progressive as well. Therefore, to ask a proper question, I would have to use the present progressive. Is he cooking meat for his dinner tonight too? Since he is a vegetarian, it means that he never eats meat. It's a present simple. It's something repetitively happening. Therefore, I add an S to the verb eat because I have a singular pronoun he. He never eats meat. Last but not least, we have you and eat in parentheses. I have to ask a question using the present simple in this case because she is asking a general question if he eats meat or not. Whenever we are asking a question using the present simple, I have to use do or does. Since we have the pronoun you, I have to ask with the word do, with the question word do in this case, which makes it, do you eat meat? Finally, we have the last question. Since we are asking with the verb to be, as you can see, we have in parentheses you and be. The helping verb that comes along with you is are, which means that the correct answer is, are you a vegetarian? I hope this clears up any questions you guys have, and I hope you guys' level of understanding for this lesson is accomplished.